Hey guys, how's it going? As you can see, I just got done working out, and I was just thinking about today's message about being worth it, and I didn't want to waste time. I wanted to get right on here and just kind of talk about this. I've had a lot of people come back to me, saying they don't feel worth it, they don't feel worthy of recovery. Like when you're hitting that bottom, and there's always another bottom, make no mistake, there's always another bottom. But when we're really in our addiction, that's the biggest thing. We don't feel worth it. We don't feel worthy to anybody else. Worst of all, we don't feel worthy to ourselves. And it's a simple message today. It's a hard one to believe, though. Is why am I worth it? Why is it worth it to wake up every day and just try to do better? Why is it worth it to just try to just be the best version of myself? Why is it worth it to try to repair the relationships that I've maybe strained or even ruined? Feel like I've ruined. There's always a chance to repair those things, better yourself. I was absolutely waking up every day wishing that I didn't. The goal was to not wake up the next day. I hated myself. I hated my thoughts in my head. The reason you're worth it is, especially if you're at this bottom place, is because your story can literally save a life. You are so valuable to so many people because you're not by yourself. You're not the only one that's gone through this. You're not the only one that's felt despair. You're not the only one that's felt angry, sad, depressed, anxious. Everybody's felt that way on some different level, of course, and different events maybe cause that. And maybe for less time, some of us for a longer time, we've been feeling that way. None of that matters. We don't compare ourselves to anybody else's story or anything like that, but I am telling you that because you have reached this place in your life, your story is completely valuable and so worthy of telling. And you'll find when you do tell it, it helps you organize things, figure things out. From the time when, maybe some events that happened in your childhood where you were completely a victim to something that just might have happened yesterday and you can just figure it out. I do that today. It's talking about my thoughts, my feelings, my story, what's happening in my life really helps me figure out what next steps I need to take and how best to, cope. And it also builds up my strength. It builds up my resilience. It is so worthy. If you can't hold on to anything else, and I understand this is probably the hardest thing to believe, and just I encourage anybody, if you're struggling, just reach out to somebody. Social media has caused a lot of issues in our lives and things like that, but I will say it's a great tool for just kind of reaching out in a subtle way, because I do know that in addiction too, we feel very isolated. We don't want to pick up the phone. We don't want to talk to somebody. We don't want to see people. So maybe just sending text messages to start, or to reach out, through messages or anything like that. But there's a lot of people out there that really want to hear what you have to say, and there's a lot of people struggling that need to hear what you have to say. And there's a connection. Go to Facebook groups, step groups. There's a ton. I see friends on Instagram that are just specializing in sobriety, addiction, recovery. That's what I like to talk about. I mean, it all stems together, but I really like to talk about the recovery side of things. Saved my life, and I know it can save yours. So if there's anything that you can try to hold on to today, is to believe that you are worth it, and your story is super valuable to somebody. You are going to save somebody's life someday. You really will. So go get some help. If you know somebody that needs help, reach out to them. Please share this if you know that somebody might need to hear this today. And have an amazing day. I'm gonna go finish off my workout and practice some drums today. And always be in recovery. Take care, guys.